All right, it is time. It is 8:05. Now, yesterday we waited till 8:10, but because we have so much to do in today's class and subsequent classes, I don't want to I don't want to spend too much time on that. So that's why I just wanted to start right away. All right, so let's dive into what we did. Okay, so who can remind us what we did on yeah, what we did yesterday? Okay, I think nobody can talk. Let me not spend so much time on that then. This is nobody can talk. But I want to believe that okay, if you learned a lot yesterday, can you give me thumbs up? You learned a lot, you're able to do some of us did our assignments and some didn't. Okay, so one of the assignments I was given, someone responded, thank you very much, Belema, Clement, and Buki. One of the assignment I was given, someone said, mention about high level language and low level language. You know, those are types of language. You know, in the course of our training yesterday, we talked about um, the two categories, or should I say the two types that we know is text based and block based. Now, those are programming types of programming. Now we're talking about language. Now those are languages, right? High level language and low level languages. It's fine, right? But then it's a high level language. For those that don't know what high level languages are, high level languages are designed to be easier to like when you are for humans, right? To be able to read and write. For example, the Python we're using. So Python is a high level language, high level programming language. All right. While we have low level language, which is which are closer to the more of the hardware, like assembly language and machine code, which is there one. All right, so that is that. By the way, I don't want to go in details of it. So, but then our focus was on text based and block based, right? Not high level language and low level language. All right, text based and block based programming. Okay, so having said that, yesterday we talked about introduction to programming, and we dived into one of the programming languages, this programming language, which is Python. So, how many of us watched the recording session yesterday? Watched the recording session yesterday? Give me thumbs up. If you watched yesterday, give me thumbs up. Okay. Just one person. Okay. All right, no problem. That's fine. No problem. That's fine. So let's continue. So I'm going to start sharing my screen. All right. So if you can see my screen, can you give me thumbs up, please? All right. So yesterday class was very fascinating, right? And very interesting. And I mean, I myself, I learned a lot that day as yesterday as well, like for myself. But I also watched the recording and I was like, wow, this is really good. So not to hype myself, but then I feel like it's really good. So today is not going to be any different anyway. Today is going to be great. They will be better. But I'm very sure that's not going to be less than what we had yesterday. All right, so let's proceed. Today I said we're going to do pictures of the offline application, right? So for those of you saying you have your mobile devices and you would want to use your mobile device for it. I will show you my mobile phone shortly about it. All right, so just give me a minute. So I just want to just maybe the middle of the class before the end of this session, I'll just do that. So moving on, we have okay, I'm sharing my screen. So I said we're going to make use of the first the offline application. To those of you that have successfully installed, those of you that have successfully installed your Python into your computer. Okay. So what you need to do, just press your window key and type IDLE, and your Python will be here and it's open for you. So click on it and it's open. So I've already opened mine. So like I said in the previous session, the first thing that you see on your screen is the what? Interactive mode. Now, why is it interactive mode? Okay, are you with me? Why do I call it the interactive mode? Now, the reason why it's called interactive mode because it behaves like a call and response, right? Call and response, just like I say, for example, now. Hey guys, can you hear me? Please give me thumbs up. Give me thumbs down if you can hear me. No, thumbs down if you can hear me. All right. Do you see that? That's interactive mode now. As I told you to do something, right? You did it immediately. That's interactive mode. So if I say if I tell Python 1 plus 2, it gives me the answer immediately. Right? That is interactive mode, whereby you're interacting with the computer. Just say something and it gives you the response immediately. All right. So that's that. Then the second mode you have is the script mode. Now, just like in the movies, the cartoons, or for kids, there cartoons, right? You know they have before you execute, before you start acting, you have to go through the scripts, right? You have to go through the scripts. By script, I mean there's a book that says, okay, you first say this, you first say hi, how are you? Then this person will respond, I'm fine. And you're not like, okay, what are you doing today? You see that's an interaction, right? But then they won't just start saying it one by one and pause, just like I did now on Python. 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2, it brings 3. Then I pause, I execute immediately, and then I come back again to the back of the stage and clear rehearse again. Then I come back and say it and go. No, no, no. You have to know the script, right? That is it. How the script mode works. So you're like having everything detailed, then you allow your code to run all at once. So your code will be executed from top to bottom. Do you understand? The code will be executed from top to bottom. Are you getting what I'm saying? Does everybody understand? If you are lost, please give me thumbs up. If you are lost, if you don't understand what I just said, give me thumbs up. So I know you don't understand. You don't understand. Okay. Now, what I said is this. interactive mode and script mode. Now, the first thing you see on the screen here is interactive mode, whereby just like I asked you now, do you understand? You said no, and you gave me thumbs down. You see, that's interaction, right? You give me immediate response. Okay, let me see if I have that definition here on my screen. No. I'm coming, I'm looking for that. Okay, it should be down. So immediately you tell Python to do something, it executes it for you and it shows you the what? The output. That's the interactive mode for you. It gives you the output immediately once you write your code, it gives you the output. But the script mode, which is what I'm going to show you now. For example, now this is okay, you can see this now 1 plus 3 plus 4, it gives me 7. Now the script mode, this is how you open the script mode. You come to file, you come to new file, all right, then you have your script mode open for you. Now, if I want to write code now, I say okay, print. Now, something I want to know, I'll talk about it shortly. Print 1 plus 2. You see, when I press enter, it doesn't execute my code for me. It says allow me to continue typing. So I'm telling the computer these are the things I want to do for me. It's like having, yeah, thank you. Like when your mommy says go and buy mommy says go and buy, go to the market and buy. She have a list of things you want to buy, right? So that's like a script. So when you get to the market, you start shopping for one after the other, right? So but then she has already written the list for you. So that's the script there. So if she says you should go to the next shop and buy onion, no, she just buy milk, buy bread, and buy Milo. So that's a list. So it's not like nature says you should go and buy milk, you run and go to go and buy milk, you can't came back. And they say no, buy Milo at once. You now run again, just like that. That's interaction, right? That's interactive mode. But the script mode should tell you everything you want to buy, and then you go and buy it. So you can buy them one by one. Are you understanding now? Do you get it? Do you get the point? You get what I'm saying? Let me run this code now. So you maybe if you do you understand what I just said? All right, good, beautiful, thank you. So I want to open my script mode. Now the script mode, I say 50, thank you very much, 50 times 3. And I say all these things that are looking here. I know many of you have question about. I wasn't thinking to ask a question about it, but didn't, but that's fine. Hello everyone. Okay, so now when I run this code now, I want to run the code now. To run this code now, I come to run. Unlike the online platform, I will just come to run. And when I click on run model, if it's the first time I'm running this code, it's going to what? It's going to tell me to save my code. All right. It's going to tell me to save my code. So I click on this, it tells me save your code. Okay, so I say okay, I want to save it as which name can I use now? If you're the first person to join this call, please can you give me thumbs up? Let me use animals to save our code. I didn't really remember. Breaker, right? Roland. Okay. Roland is a person. Okay, let me use Roland. Roland.py. Remember I told you that Python extension file .py. I need to know where your file is being saved. All right. Don't just save your file. Like if you're not using the offline application, don't just save your file and then look for it. You know where it's being saved. By default, it's saved under your Python files, where your Python is being installed. So you can change the location to your desktop or your downloads or anywhere you want to save it. Your choice. So let me just save it in my documents, right? And I can have Roland.py and I click save. So you see, once it saves, it then runs the code for me, right? Let me put this by the left hand side and this. Now you can see it say 1 plus 3. You see my code here? This is where it started from, right? So it's telling you that it's run the code from what? Documents. And then what? Roland.py. Can you see that here? So say 1 plus 2 is 3. It started after the okay. I wanted to buy 3 150. Hello everyone. That was I think you can do to print it for me. But I think you print all these things for me. So after I give you the list of things to print, and then say, okay, oh yeah, go and print it. So it runs to go and print my code for me. That's the run there. So run. And then I ask to run, and we have 3 plus 3. That's the first one. You know why I said yesterday the code is being executed from what top to bottom. So it's run the first one. The first one is what 1 plus 2 is what 3. So you say okay, the first one of the code, you say I should do what add 1 plus 2, and I said okay, I'll print it. So 1 plus 2 is what 3. The same thing, 50 times 3 is 150. Now this is how you do multiplication in Python. You use the asterisk symbol on your phone or your laptop. That asterisk symbol is shift 8 on your laptop or your number pad. Just look for star icon. All right. So that's that. Use asterisk. You don't use X. X is a word in Python, rather it's a letter in Python, right? Not times. Like I said, if you have any question, Roland, you can drop down your hand. If you have any question, your question can be attended to 15 minutes at the end of the session. All right. 15 minutes at the end of the class. Okay. So now let's proceed. All right. So that's that. Now, if you notice, I noticed some of you in the assignment, you wrote print in capital PRINT. Now, this is not allowed in Python. PRINT is not known as a function. Now, there are some things that you need to understand in Python. Now, what makes programming language different is their functions, right? Their functions, just like you saw yesterday. To print hello world in Java, you saw we have class, import this, system dot out dot I've forgotten the way you write Java code now. I'm not a Java programmer. All right, so system dot something or something. Now that is the syntax you understand. That's the function it understands. I can come and say print 1 plus 2 in Python and in Java. It will not understand what is that. So that's what makes them different in their languages, right? They are all text-based programming, but what makes them different is how they operate, how you code them. So now, if I come here and I type, you can see the difference between this color and this color. This is PRINT. They are both prints. What's the difference? P here is small letter, which means that all functions in Python uses what? Small letter. Did you get what I said? All functions in what? Python uses what? Small letter. That's what you should note. Okay? All right. So note that and they say no and piece. All right, so that's that. So if I come and I say print hello, no, let me just put this now. Now, if I say hello world here instead of putting the code, now this quotation you see here, I was thinking people will ask me yesterday, why are we using print? Why are we having a quote symbol in our Python? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? But nobody asked that question. Yesterday, we use this question now because we have data types in Python. Right, data types in Python, we have the string data type, and which is this one. All right, the string data type happens to be like anything you do or anything you put inside the string, it prints that for you exactly the way it is. So even if I put so many space here, and I put dash, and I put another space, and I put another space, it will not show an error for me. But if I come here and I say print, let me put this one here, and I come here and I put this print, combine it with words, right? I mean, he already printed for me 150, right? He printed 150 for me. Now I want to add all this to it, right? Now let's see if it's good. Let me remove this first. Let's see if it's going to run an error. So I save my code, all right, and I run it. Now, can you see that it threw an error for me immediately? What's the error? The error is in this line. Why? Because you don't understand. You understood it to this point, but like, this is not how you do Python. And the error starts from here, which means that everything inside here is seeing it as an error. This is not how you write it in Python. But if I come here and I remove this thing now, and I simply say print, let me replace that code now. Print hello everyone. Now, even if I run this code now, I save my code, I run it. Now, it's going to also throw an error for me. Do you know why? Because that is invalid. You don't understand what I'm writing. Now, it's seeing it as, okay, let me run this thing. Maybe we're going to see the error message very well. Let me run the code here. All right. Now, can you see invalid syntax? It's telling you that it doesn't understand what you're doing. So you must put it in string because you're combining words and numbers and whatever. If you're combining things in it, you need to put them what in string. Let's proceed. Are we understanding what I'm doing? Do you get that? Hello? Nobody's responding. All right, good. Okay, so now that's that. That's that for that. So let me proceed now. We have different thank you very much. We have Python standard data types. We have the comments. Now comments are used to add explanatory notes to your code. They are not thank you very much. I can see our reactions. Thank you very much. So they are not executed by Python interpreter and are intended for human readers. In Python, comment starts with the @ symbol. Anything after the @ symbol, note this point. Anything after the @ symbol on a line is considered as a comment. For example, this, as you can see here. So use the @ symbol to add comments to your code. Remember, the Python interpreter ignores the comments just for documentation purpose. Now, what do I mean? Now, I'm going to use my phone. I'm going to stop sharing screen on my computer. I'm going to share screen on my phone. I'll share back on my computer for you. I'll just show us some of us that we can actually use them to our phone as well. Okay? So I have to believe you all can see my screen. If you can see my screen on my mobile device, can you give me thumbs up, please? All right, thank you. Now I open my Python IDLE, the online Python website. Okay, which you already have on our, which you already know, and put it on the income message now. Okay, so now this is the IDE now. If I come here and I say, okay, I want to delete everything here first, because like you already know, this is the default that you see. So I'll clear everything I have on my screen. Okay, currently doing that. Now you see here, this is a comment. Why is it a comment? I don't know how many of us can see this on my screen. It may look smaller, but I hope you all can see it. The first line that you see here is online Python ID. You can see there's an @ symbol in front. You can see that the color has changed to green. Now, if I type here, print hello. No, let me not use hello anymore. Who is that? Bookie. Hi, Bookie. How are you? Okay. Sorry, Roland, the Bookie that my eye got to first. So I wrote this code now. Now I'm expecting to see online Python, right? I mean, it's the first line of code. You should show me that. But what will I see is, hi, Bookie, how are you? You see that it did one. First things first, you need to note that it didn't show an error. That's the first thing you need to note. It didn't show an error because I mean I combined words with this hyphen here, right? This is hyphen online Python hyphen IDE editor. I can see comma. You can see all that all sort of things there. The person is meant to do is to show an error for me, but it didn't show an error for me. Why? Because it's saying it as a comment, which means that it's just for you. So this code is telling that okay, you're using an online interpreter. So I can set to even delete if I want to. I can set to delete this and put it to I tend to delete it and say, okay, this is I put my @ symbol and I said day 2 of 3 days free coding. All right, so I still run my code again. This time around, let me hide somebody. Who else would I can say Miracle. So I come here and I did my code. Miracle. Okay, sorry, I can't see your name. You just were amazed. Okay, I saw Miracle. That's why I'm calling Miracle. Now let's say hi, Miracle. How are you doing today? Miracle, if you're doing fine, can you give me thumbs up? Yeah, raise up your hand. I don't know where. Raise up your hand, or the reason I miss thumbs up. Okay, I'll take the raise up hand means you see, you can hear me, and yeah. All right, so yeah, miss, you're fine. So you can see on the code here, hi, Miracle, how are you? It did not what? Return any error. Why? Because this is a comment. All right, that is what it's trying to say here. So this is a comment in Python. It's not going to show your code. It's not going to execute the code, but it's for you. I mean, you can see it there, right? So it's for you to use. That is why we say here it's for what? Human readers. So anybody can reuse your code. So even you yourself will be confused. You know that I don't know if you have heard of this statement that says so developers they joke about it as that at some point when they are coding, it's only them and God that knows what they're coding. But at this point, it's only God that understands what I'm coding. Why? Because they don't have comments in their code to let them know that okay, this is where this will begin. This is where I started a new line about a form. This is where I started a new line about the name of the student. This is where I started a new line about just comments let you know that okay, this helps you to guide you on your own code. Okay, all right. So I will stop sharing my screen, my mobile device, and I'm sharing on my laptop as well. Okay, so I believe we are good now. So those of you that are using a mobile device, you can code Python as well. All right, I'll show you the first hand, so you can do that. All right, so let's proceed. And we have indentation in Python. Um, Python uses indentation to define the structure of the code. Unlike other sorry, unlike other programming languages that use curly brackets, Python relies on consistent indentation to indicate blocks of code by convention. Four spaces. That means to say, for example, now we have where you use this indentation mostly is for conditional statements like the if and else if. We talk about that in detail. So, for example, we have conditional. Please, like I said, if you have questions, we're going to attend to the question very soon. Okay. So we have conditional statements, which, for example, now let's say who should I call now? It's miracle I'm seeing. I don't know why I'm still seeing miracle. Maybe I should close this thing now to see another person's name. If you want me to call your name, give me thumbs up. The first number I see is what is the person I'll call. Anyone? Okay, I'll just look at the screen. Okay, Clement. Clement is the first person. Thank you. Okay, so now let's say Clement wants to watch a TV, right? He wants to watch a TV. So the mind is that okay, I want to watch a TV. What I want to watch? Maybe I want to watch a cartoon. I want to watch which cartoon now? Scooby Doo. Let's use Scooby Doo for example. I want to watch Scooby Doo cartoon. Now, what's the first thing you do? Now he already knows what he wants to do, right? And he knows. So the first thing he needs to do is what? Go to the TV. So now, if there is light, you'll be able to watch the TV, right? And if there is no light, you'll be able to watch the TV. Right? Now, I'm going to bring those are only two conditions. If there is light, you watch the TV. If there's no light, that's else. If there's no light, you what? You can't watch the TV. That's two conditions. Now in Python, you also have three conditions as well. You have if, else if, and then else. You can have many else ifs, right? I mean, you can have many options. For example, now if there is light, you watch the TV. If there is no light, what should you do? You should still be able to watch the TV. But for you to watch TV, okay, let's say you on the generator. All right, you check, or let me not jump to generator first. So if there is light, you watch TV. If there's no light, you switch to inverter, right? If the inverter battery is low, it goes on the generator. If there's no fuel, it gets to what? Buy fuel, right? And if there's no fuel at the fuel station or is able to get the fuel, it what? It rests. It doesn't have to watch the TV anymore, right? Because there's nothing to watch with. Just watch it with. So that's like four conditions now. You can put in Python. So that is the function of this if. Because I mentioned a lot of if. That's what you use in the dictionary now. If s is greater than 5, what should you do? Now what is that thing to do? So I'm going to talk about all these greater than less than symbol. This greater than symbol. So you say if it's less than 5, print what? X is greater than 5. Else print what? You can see only two conditions there. Else is less than 5. So it's like saying if there is light, X will be able to watch TV. Else will not what? Watch TV. You get that? Do you understand what I just said? If you understood what I said, give me thumbs up. If you don't understand what I just said, give me thumbs down. All right, I think I'm seeing more of thumbs up. Hold on, you don't understand. Are you serious? If you, are you, or is it a mistake? Okay, okay, don't worry. Save your question. All right, don't worry. Save your question. 15 minutes to the end of the class, we'll go into that. So, right now, I want to dive into robotics, right? Because we have tomorrow as the last day. Tomorrow is going to be very amazing. Tomorrow is the last day for the session, so we're going to dive into robotics tomorrow. I mean, we're going to continue robotics. So yesterday we did the introduction to Python, to programming, and also to Python, and then we're going to already have more than half of the hour for the session. So I'm going to go into robotics now, but please make sure your questions for Python is written down, and when you get to robotics aspect, we'll talk about that. So now, what we're talking about, let me. I'll open the This is one of the company. No, just so you know, you can search this company. It's a very cool company. It's a company that one of us worked with, and um, yeah, it's very amazing. I think they are very good when it comes to robotics. All right, they are STEM. They also like us, STEM educators, right? They train kids all over the country. So you can check them out on their website, Greenland Microfactory, and all that. So anyway, that's that. So this is their manual. They allowed me, Organ Max Technologies, to use it. That's why I have access to it as well. Okay, so now when we talk about robots, before I will go into robots, right? What do you think a robot is? Now, see what's a robot, right? Let's just see what a robot is. Now, when we say robot, we all think that maybe it's a human form, just like this, right? I mean, Google also says so. But then, what exactly is a robot? Now, a robot is any machine that works without human supervision. That is created, and I'm not giving you definition. I'm explaining to you. It's created to serve a particular purpose. Now, it must not be in human form. All right, it must be in human form. Do you know that I think I mentioned yesterday about a smart dustbin? A smart dustbin is a robot. Why do I call it a robot? Because one, it serves the purpose of what? No, okay. When I mentioned yesterday about programming to be able to solve a problem, right? So it serves the purpose of what? Opening the dustbin by itself and closing that. So do you operate it? It's programmed. So it's programmed to do it to do a particular task. That's robots. So it's programmed to do what? Particular task. So if I tell the robot to, if I program a robot now for that example, I don't know how many of us have gone to a mall whereby by the entrance when you enter the mall, before you even enter the mall, instead of a human being to open the door for you, um the door opens for you automatically, right? Even your elevator, maybe you're familiar with that. Okay, good. Clement says that they have been there. So that's it. It has a sensor that senses that okay, somebody is at the door. It opens for the person. And once you leave that door, it closes for you. Right? It closes the door behind you. That's the robot there. Why? Because it's not like there's somebody there pressing a button. It's automated. But automated, I mean, it works automatically. It does not wait for you to open the door for you by yourself. It opens for you. Similarly, the trash can. Let me show you the example of that trash can I mentioned. Smart dustbin. Yeah, this is an example of it. Now you can see this picture here. You see the person comes closer, and the sensor senses. You can see this is a sensor. It senses that okay, somebody is coming, so it opens for you, as you can see in this image here. It opens for you, and then you throw your can. Well, the problem, like I mentioned yesterday, is solving is that you have what you be germ free, you're free of germs. Now, the robot doesn't just work like that on his own. The doesn't just work on his own. It works with a lot of components. All right, just like a human being, we have a brain. The robot also have a brain. And one of the brains that are being used to create a robot, as you can see in this place, is Arduino. It's one of the brains of the robot. There are many kinds of brains, many types of brain. We have different categories of Arduino. We have Raspberry Pi as well. But the one we're focusing on in this session is the Arduino. That's the brain of the robot for this session. All right, so I'm going to talk about. Now, just like I said, you have a human brain, so it works like that. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this. It's like an eye, right? This is a sensor. There are different kinds of sensors. We have PR sensors, we have ultrasonic sensor, we have many other sensors. But the one that is being used for this project, we also have a sensor that senses heat. That was used for alarm. I believe because I've seen in movies whereby once there is a fire outbreak, nobody press any button anymore. It just automatically sprinkles water around and make alarm. Because I've seen it in movies. How many of you have seen that? And when there's a fire outbreak, you see water will be showing from the top and it will alarm everywhere. Now that's automated stuff. Why? Because it's programmed that if the degree of the room is at this point, because they already see that okay, they like what happened there is this. They did an experiment in on a lighter and use a thermometer now that they use to measure temperature. I think so. Yeah, so to know that okay, this is the percentage of which, or rather, this is degree Celsius that the heater what that the light is hot. So that this is where it is. So the program that said okay, when this particular sensor degree Celsius on the alarm and sprinkle water around, it will assume that there's fire outbreak. You get that? So that's how that works. So that's robot 2. It's automated. It does not work. It's already programmed to do what you need to do. So now in this I don't know if I get you what I'm saying. So now we have the robots, we have the eyes of the robots. Now this the eyes by eye I mean is a sensor now, right? It's like it's one of our sensor guns, like what you can see. So if you see somebody coming to meet you, you move away, right? So that person does not hit you. Or when you're crossing the road, you look left, look right, so the car will not hit you, just like that. So when the dustbin sees, this is the sensor now, it's called ultrasonic sensor. So when the robot sees that somebody is coming, when the sensor sees that someone is coming, programmed for a of particular range for yeah. So let me say now, I don't want to use the dustbin, I'm just passing. Will the robot open for me? Will the dustbin open for me to use it? I'm not using it to, I just want to pass. And when I'm passing, even though it is far, but I'm just passing, will the dustbin still open? No, it should not open. Why? Because it depends on you anyway. If you program wrongly, it's open for you. Now, this ultrasonic sensor works with the range of distance. Let's say I program it that if the human being or if the user is 2 meters away from the dustbin, open. If the user is 2.1, it will not open. Why? Because the user need to be 2 meters, as I stated in the code. So if I come 2.1 and I like, you may not know the exact distance because I mean you're just a passerby, right? So if I move closer and I see that doesn't work for me, it means that I've not reached the range that was programmed. So I need to move a little bit more closer. All right, not being open for me. That's how it works. Okay, so that for example now, if you touch something that is hot, you know that something is hot, you touch it, it's not hot, right? So when it's becoming hotter, you move your hand. Why? Because your sensor organ will let you know that this is becoming too hot. So to send a message to your brain that alpha, this is becoming too hot to remove your hand, right, to burn you. So after that, you remove your hand, right? That's how it works. It works like a sensor gun. So once you see that okay, this person is now closer, or you are open. And once you leave that place, it closes back for you. You say okay, you are done using the trash can. All right. So that's that. So now this is the brain, and just like the brain is connected to many cells in our body. Likewise, the Arduino. You see these many pins. They are all connected to. So you can connect your other components that work with it. For example, the ultrasonic sensor with what the robots. Okay, with the brain there. Okay, so now this we have the Arduino board. We have digital pins and analog pins. Now digital pins are for like the light bulb or a sound system or an alarm system. Why is it? A light bulb has only two units, right? Has only two outputs. An output device. Why? Because it emits light. So it has only two ways. It's either the light is on or it's off, right? That's the light bulb. So it's a digital device. Okay, which because that's only two outputs, on and off. It does not have a range of values. Now, just like another example is the alarm system. Is that the alarm is on or the alarm is what, off, right? It's either your what other example we want to use now? Okay, I mentioned alarm, we have lights. Is that your horn? Okay, let me for cars now. Either your horn is on or is off. Okay, it's either your computer is on or it's off. Either your phone is on or it's off. But anyway, that's that. But for the companies that are making use of, they have the light bulb and the alarm and all that, right? So you're going to do a simple project whereby if somebody is coming and the person is an intruder, you want your alarm to alert you, right? Just like your alarm bells, the alarm bells that you have outside in your houses, right? Homes. When someone is coming, it rings the bell. Whether the bell is on or off, those are digital devices, right? You get that? Then for the analog device, we have your thermometer, we have temperature sensor in that case, we have potentiometer. Now the reason why we have this, these are analog devices. Why? Because you can't tell, you're not either high or low, you're not either on or off. They have a range of value, they have a frequency or whatsoever. You can have 0 points. I mean your temperature sensor, that's a thermometer in this case. You can see your temperature is 37 degrees, 37.4, 30 something. You get what I'm saying? So you have different range of values there. It's not defined 0 or 1. All right, that's that. Then I hope we're all getting what I'm saying. Hello, anybody? Are you confused? I think I'm going to take in some questions in the next 2 minutes. Okay, so that's the analog device. Now, another analog device I'd like to mention is a microphone. Now, if I ask you, though I am talking, is it that I am talking or I'm quiet? But can you tell the exact frequency of which I am talking right now? If you can tell the exact frequency I'm talking, I mean, I can be talking like, hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? The way I spoke now in these three instances, you can't tell exactly how I spoke, but then I spoke at a particular range of frequency, right? So that's an analog device. So your microphone, analog device, and it's also an input device. It takes in values, right? So now we have four things here. We have high or low. We have input and output devices. All right, so you need to know which is which. So your microphone is an input device, but an analog device as well. Okay, why? Because you can't. I just give you guys the three categories. We have high, low, input, out, analog, digital. So and input device can either be high or low or digital or analog. All right, even as an input device. Okay, I think I will stop here. Maybe so I don't confuse us too much. We'll just continue on this in the next class. Let me allow what we learned today to digest. All right, so let me take in some questions right now. So I think I'm going to open up the chat box for us to add to also attend to our questions. So if your questions now, I will take in your questions now. All right, so let's have our questions. Okay, I can see Deborah is saying hello. Okay, what's your question? Let's have your question. I'm waiting for our questions. I'm waiting for our questions, please. Yeah, thank you for the reactions. It's really beautiful. I like it. But I want to answer questions. I'm in for question answering. All right. Is it possible to code game? Yes, it's possible to code game. Yes, in Python, yes, it's possible to code game, and it's possible to code the game in Scratch as well. It's possible. All right, Deborah, I've answered the question. It's possible. When can we start it? Hmm. Don't worry, bring it tomorrow's class. We'll talk about when we can start it. Bring tomorrow's class. We'll talk about when we can start it, okay? All right, let's have the question. Let's have our questions. Questions, please. Questions, please. How can I start Python? What do you mean by how can you start Python? We already started Python today, so I don't understand. What do you mean? Adegboye, please, can you let me know? I can code in Scratch, but not Python. Python is hard. So Python is not hard. Are you sure? If you think Python is hard, that means your Scratch programming is hard as well. Because Python and Scratch are literally simple. Anyway, let's see tomorrow. Come to tomorrow's class. We talk about this. Okay? All right. Thank you, Clement. I'm waiting for other questions. Ace, you're just thinking. What are you thinking? Thinking of questions. So yeah, continue thinking. Happy thinking. Why can't I write 1 plus 1 in Python and it won't give me the answer? Are you using the online website? Deborah, are you using the online website? What is GPT? So, if you're not the online website, just open your type IDE. As you can see here, if I open the IDE again, let me open it. IDE. I put my Python. I just type 1 plus 1. It should give me the answer because that's the interactive mode. Interactive mode should give you the answer 1 plus 1. It gives me 2. As you can see here. Okay, so that's the interactive mode. Should to give you the answer. All right. So maybe you're not doing something correctly. Accessibility made programming easy. Actually, it has, but that's what we're doing for today. It will be answer your question. It has because you can ask ChatGPT any question and you need to give you the answer. Anything about coding. All right. For example, now, let's say, why should I learn Python programming as a child? Okay. And I can also prepare a question and say, okay, how can I code hello world in Python? Okay. So now it is going to tell me how to do it. Now, this you can see has helped you with the answer. To code hello world in Python, you can use the principal program print hello world. All right. When you write this, it display the code. Okay. So now, learning. Now let's do our first question. Learning Python programming as a child can be beneficial in many reasons. Python is known for stability and reliability, which makes it a great language for beginners. But I'm just skimming through. Python is widely used for this clinical and all that. So as a child, as for the whether ChatGPT has made programming easy, eh? Okay. I'm just now wondering. Can easily assist you with in learning programming by providing explanations, examples, and guidance. All right. So you can see that. Miracle, I've answered the question. Can I code on GPT? No, you can't code on GPT. GPT is like Google. All you need to do is ask any question. It's like your chat box. That's why it's called Chat GPT. You chat with it. Okay, the pattern use ChatGPT. No pattern don't use ChatGPT. ChatGPT is like Google, but just that it is advanced. It strings it extracts data from Google, from the internet generally. So instead of you searching Now imagine I want to ask ChatGPT this question. I mean, Google this question that I asked now. How can I code in Python, right? Let me ask Google this question. You see, I have a lot of things. We have this link, this website, and I'll be like, which one will I go for now that will give me the correct thing? If I check it, I may not see what I'm looking for. If I check it, I may not see what I'm looking for. But if I ask ChatGPT, it's going to give me one answer. All right, it's going to give me one answer. I'm going to get the answer the way I want it. Like, as you can see here, it didn't tell me to check one website. It gave me the answer straight up. This one too, if I tell it, if I ask anybody, if I ask as a GPT this thing, you see what you tell me. You're telling me this, then you'll be telling me to check the website for more information. This more information. You can see many stuff. And I'm like, what the heck? When I can just ask ChatGPT and it gives me the answer and I'm satisfied. And to break it down for you, I can tell it to explain like a 2-year old. And it gives me the answer in it like a 2-year old. It's loading, generating the response. One is now because it's free mode, your response will be slow. So if I say she explain like a 30-year-old or like an advanced, a beginner, advanced, it's going to explain to me the way I want it. Okay, so you can see that I say sure. When you write a word in Python, you basically tell the computer to choose words on the screen. It's like saying hi to your computer. Can you see that this is explaining to a child? Saying hi to your computer, and then say use the hello word back. You get that? So that's that. Sorry, my voice is already cracked. Is it possible to code a game? I can answer yes, it's possible. When can we start? Come to tomorrow's class. How can I start Python? You asked this question, and I think I already responded that. Have you? Did I go up? Okay, I think I went up. Sorry. How much MB does Google Meet take? Okay, for a class, it takes less than for 1 hour. Okay, for I've not really tested Google Meet per se, but um Google Meet Zoom takes over 250 MB per hour. All right, that's the one I have personally tested. For Google Meet takes less, so way less than that. I've not really taken the exact, but I've checked it and I know that it takes less than that. All right, so I don't know why we're asking questions related to Google Meet and all that. I want to ask questions related to what we've learned. How can I code for security alarm robots? You can, and how to? You just have to make you need some components that you use to learn, you use to code it. For example, you obviously are going to need your Arduino board, you're going to need an alarm, you're going to need some sensors, you're going to need some modules, some relay modules and the likes. All right, so you're going to need many components, and you're going to need power. So either you're going to use a battery, as the battery slap. We're going to look into that in the next class. All right. And those, yes, they're bought in Nigeria. Yes, this company actually sells them. Doing that micro factory. Isheda, they actually sells them. All right. So just contact our CEO on this number. So you'll be able to tell you more about it. Contact him on WhatsApp. I'm not sure he takes calls. Can Python be used to create robots? Well, they use Python, yes, can be integrated to use. Let's ask ChatGPT. Yes, it's possible to use Python to create robots, but robots are you need hardware. All right, they are firmware. By firmware, I mean it comprises of hardware and software. Now, the software is the programming. So you program the hardware on what to do. All right. So just like this now, you have the hardware. You can program your house. Just like you can see now, you need the hardware to make it work. So it's not like you just try to learn Python code and you expect to see robots like that. No. You are actually creating programs, you are creating programs fine, right? But then a robot it's a machine or it's a physical device. Let me put it that way because I know it's smart husband now. That is I work with even more with supervision. Okay. All right. So are we making real life robots or full robots? I don't know what you mean by real life robot or full robots. What's full robots? Is anything like full robots? Let me ask AI. You see what I love about AI? Never gets tired of me. Tell me about it. You go tell me about robots. It seems you mean you. It seems like you mentioned phone robots. Are you referring to robots or automated? You see, doesn't even know what phone robots is. Used in phone services. Let me give you the responses there. I don't know what is in, but I'll just give you the response. You can read through it. Deborah, can read through the robot. My dad has a system alarm complaints. Is this also a function of programmed? Yes, it is. Security alarm. What does the alarm do exactly? Intellectual things. What does the alarm do? Okay. What does the alarm do exactly? What's the function? Why is the alarm there? What does it do? Is it just to alert you when you are coming in, or when a thief is coming, or when you type in a wrong password to enter your house? Okay. Can I use Bing AI to assist me? Of course. Bing AI, that's bad. Bad dots. Putting the bad AI. Let me just try bad AI. Yeah, bad or google.com. Yes, thank you. Bad dot google.com. Okay. It is also an AI service as well. All right, built with Google, built by Google rather. So you can use it as well. It's similar to BAT. Are we using? Are we making? What's this AOPS? What's AOPS? Let me ask AI. Oh, you are showing me new things. Oh. You see, I'm also learning. Or do you mean that we building apps? I had a feeling that's what you meant. Yes, you can actually make applications. All right, you can make applications if you want to. You can. All right, so we have less than 1 minute to end this class. How can I type word for the correct understand? What do you mean, please? All right, can I use Python to program a robot? The answer will be yes. I probably said it. I've already said. You can use Python to program a robot. Okay, it's possible. But then, like I mentioned, you will need the hardware device. Okay, now which means that this security alarm has a sensor as well. All right, security alarm has a sensor that senses when somebody is climbing the fence. So it may be that there is, I don't know what kind of alarm system you may use, but I found that it has a sensor that senses maybe when somebody touches it, because I believe it's the fence, right? Nobody's allowed to touch the fence. No hand can touch the fence. So if the hand or something, any movement, anything that touches, if there's a pressure on that sensor, it does what? Does that. So our call is about to end. So please, parents, please make sure you are with your invite your friends and family so they'll be able to join the call, join the session. Tomorrow is the last day. Please let's all be here. All right, so I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.